blue with the orange trim, weighing in officially at already 117 pounds. This four-division world champion enters the ring with a record of 39 wins, 25 of those coming inside the distance against 5 losses. Fighting out of Talbana, Philippines, he is the reigning and defending WBA Bantamweight Champion of the world, the Filipino Flash, Nonito Donaire. Once again, here to give instructions is Mark Nelson.
When you received your instructions in the dressing room, you both know what I expect. A good, clean championship fight. Just obey my commands and protect yourself at all times.
For this WBA Bantamweight Championship, Nonito Donaire, Stefan Young, Ray Forrest, Kendall Gill joining you ringside.
Tell you what, the thing for Donaire here is if you don't take an opponent seriously, he then becomes serious, and that's the one thing that he has to avoid. I saw him in the pre-fight interview, and he said no, his mindset will not change. He will continue to look at this fight exactly the way that he approached the Tay-Tay fight.
Nice right hand to the body by Nonito Donaire. Stefan Young looking to make a big jump up and capture a world title for the first time. This is the first time he has fought for gold, and they both exchanged nicely as 45 seconds has elapsed off the clock.
But you can see the power right there with Nonito. When he threw that left hook, he absolutely moved Young across the ring.
Well, Nonito Donaire has fought some high-level competition. Guillermo Rigondeaux, Carl Frampton, Nicholas Walters as well, handed a 9th round TKO victory to Victor Chinian, beat Jorge Arce as well. I mean, what a career for Donaire that has spanned over 18 years and still has that fire.
Right here where Donaire throws a straight right hand.
Well, there's Stefan Young with that straight left.
Straight left. Did a great job, but here it is right here. Double jab, followed up, blinds him, hits him with the left hand. He actually walked back to the corner, Stefan Young, that is, blinking with his left eye. So got to look out for that. Might affect him in this round.
Round 4, this one is scheduled for 12. Stefan Young was lit up with that right hand, but it was set up, Kendall, out with the double jab.
With a double jab, and that's where the experience comes into play. You know, as I mentioned before, yeah, we thought we had confidence against the Chicago Bulls, and then they took it away from us, and that's exactly what Donaire did in that last round. And Stefan Young got confidence because he was landing shots, but Donaire just took everything away from him with that last combination.
And in the 4th round, compared to the 2nd and the 3rd, Kendall, Donaire has come forward and is pushing the issue more. He's going to try to make Stefan Young uncomfortable because Young got comfortable in the 2nd and 3rd and got into a rhythm.
Yeah, he got comfortable and he got confident, and that's something as great champions and elite fighters, they have to take that play away from you because you don't want your opponent to become dangerous.
And with Nonito Donaire, he realizes what is on the line. Both men realize the significance. Obviously, a world title is up for grabs, but also a berth to the final of the World Boxing Super Series Bantamweight Tournament.
You can also see Donaire is trying to feint and set Stefan Young up for something. Once again, nice uppercut. Hit him right in that left eye again.
As we are 50% of the way done of round number 4. And Donaire is looking to add in a left hook that connected. He's also trying to set up an uppercut, that being Nonito Donaire.
Yeah, he's just walking Stefan Young down now, and it seems like he knows that he's hurt. You can see Stefan Young blinking. That right eye is really bothering him at this point. And he's just walking to Stefan Young because there's nothing coming back.
When Stefan Young, his eyes have opened up considerably in the sense that he is really thinking and trying to observe and get away from the big punches of Nonito Donaire. Nonito Donaire with a 57% knockout percentage has 271 rounds entering this matchup.
And you can see Donaire, he's not even worried about the power of Stefan Young coming back. He's just walking forward, willing to take one to give one at this point.
Don't hold.
Mark Nelson warning about to tell the fighters not to hold. Now blood coming from the nostrils of Stefan Young. So now he is Stefan Young going back to the corner, and he has some work to do.
You can see him walking forward, boom, throwing that uppercut coming right between the gloves. He knows that Stefan Young has the earmuffs on and leaning forward, which sets him up perfectly for that left uppercut right there.
And he landed right on the button, did Nonito Donaire. And there's Stefan Young answering back, though, but Donaire threw that right hand over the top.
Yeah, and he counters him, and that's exactly what champions do. He tried to catch it and shoot, but he wasn't able to catch it, but the shoot worked because he came right over the top of that shot, Donaire.
Round 5, this one is scheduled for 12. Nonito Donaire. Stefan Young, Donaire the champion, having beat Ryan Burnett by 4th round TKO because Burnett could not continue. And Donaire starting off and going right to the body of Stefan Young to start the 5th round.
Yeah, and you see when he came out in the 5th round and he's straight right hands, he threw 2 in a row, and it looks like he's just going to try to go after Stefan Young at this point and try to finish him. That's the attitude that he has at this point.
Well, Stefan Young, who showed glimpses in the 2nd and the 3rd, now he realizes he is in some deep waters. The question is, can he survive and keep himself afloat against Donaire?
And that's what he has to do right there. He has to stand his ground at some point and not let Nonito continue to come forward and pot shot him.
Well, Donaire is using his jab to get on the inside, and then he whacks him with the right hand. There's a jab followed by a right for Donaire.
And, you know, he's trying to make a stand and he's scoring, but it seems like it's just not enough. He doesn't have enough pop for Nonito Donaire to respect him, because Nonito Donaire continues to walk forward.
When he has a good defense, does Donaire, he is, and an uppercut that backed up and snapped the head.
Yeah, this is something that he has to do to make Nonito respect him.
Well, if you cannot count out Stefan Young, and taking a look at the punch stat numbers, overwhelming for Nonito Donaire. And there's an uppercut by Nonito Donaire under a minute left here in round number 5.
Listen, you got to give it to Stefan Young, though. 3 days notice he takes this fight.
Aiming to put Young with his back on the ropes. If you're Young, he's got to get out. He needs to stay in the center of that ring.
Absolutely. He cannot get on the ropes whatsoever. That's exactly where Donaire wants you, as he's backing him up to the ropes again. That's exactly how he started to punish Ryan Burnett in his previous fight. Nice shot by Young.
As we near the end of the 5th between Nonito Donaire and Stefan Young.
Into Donaire's uppercut. Donaire knows that shot is there, but you see Stefan Young right there going to the ropes, trying to throw that straight left hand. That's the one thing that Donaire has to be careful about. He can't walk in without his defense.
Well, I think there's a point, Kendall, as we begin the 6th round, that Donaire takes risks because he knows he can, and he will absorb a shot just so that he can get Young comfortable to sit in the pocket more, and then he can throw the combinations and blast away on him.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's strategy. That's championship pedigree. Nonito knows what he's doing. 36 years old, 4-time world champion, so he knows all the tricks of the trade.
And you know what is startling more than anything, Kendall, is guys in the lighter weight classes. I'm talking calculated, and there's a reason for why he does what he does.
Exactly. And, you know, rather than being the Filipino Flash, he's more like the Filipino Thunder
Exactly.
at this point. He knows that he's outgunned, but he's biting down, sitting down, and trading shots. Once again, as you can see him connecting right there with Donaire.
Well, Donaire cannot get too comfortable because Young certainly has quite a bit of pop on the punches. And you know, Kendall, having been inside the ring, the punches that are the most dangerous are those in which you do not see.
The ones that you do not see will debilitate you. And, you know, that's why Stephon Young has to be careful of that uppercut when he puts the earmuffs on, because you can't see that shot coming.
And there are not many guys who have physical attributes, and a guy that had earmuff defense was that, and you mentioned him earlier, Winky Wright. There are not many guys that have those long of arms and biceps to be able to evade. And there's a big left. Down goes Young on a thunderous left hook.
And that is the vaulted power that we're talking about. Nonito Donaire at this weight class, 118 pounds. Everybody better watch out.
Good night, Stephon Young. Nonito Donaire decapitating Young.
Wow, what a left hook.
Oh, my goodness. And now we await, we hope that Young is okay. He's moving.
Just assist the doctor.
But what
Let the doctor talk.
a thunderous one-punch knockout from Nonito Donaire.
And I can tell you guys, Nonito Donaire, what a gentleman. He's sitting there. He knows that was a shot that could change a fighter's career at that point. The shot that he was hit with. And Nonito Donaire showing concern for his opponent. What a gentleman. But listen, you got to give it to Stephon Young. He came out here on 3 days' notice and fought hard. Unfortunately, it ended up like this for him.
Talk about a candidate for knockout of the year here in 2019. Oh my goodness.
It was unbelievable. I mean, it came out of nowhere. But once again, we talk about his power at 118. Yeah, he carried some power up to 122 and 126, but when he comes back to a lower weight class at 118, you're looking at a guy that probably has the most power in this division. As you can see right here, he comes back with the level, bam!
Boom!
Hit him right on the chin, and that was it.
Good night. See ya.
I tell you what, he could have knocked out a racehorse with that left hook.
Look, and Stephon Young left his chin in the air, waited too long, boom!
Sure did.
Night-night.
In the fundamentals, he did not have his right hand up. A lot of that has to do with fatigue. But you can see right here, Nonito Donaire sees the open shot, boom!
He was unconscious going to the canvas.
He was
unconscious before his back smacked, and then bang! You never want to see that, and thankfully he's okay. He's